Jake Paul dropped a bombshell on his fans, revealing that he's being sued for millions by none other than Mike Tyson right before their highly anticipated showdown in November. Yes, you heard that right. Tyson is coming for Jake's wallet and his reputation. Mike allegedly discovered that Jake has been using steroids to gain an unfair advantage in the ring, and let's just say Iron Mike isn't taking this lying down. We all know Mike Tyson. He's a living legend in the sport, with a legacy built on raw talent, ferocious power, and a no-nonsense attitude. Cheating is a line Tyson isn't willing to let anyone cross, especially in his sport. Let's be real, Tyson's been through it all in boxing. He's seen fighters try to cut corners, and he's not about to let Jake Paul tarnish the integrity of the game. Jake Paul took to his brother Logan's podcast, Impulse, to spill all the juicy details. During the episode, Jake revealed that he's being sued by Mike Tyson for allegedly using steroids. But here's the kicker. Jake swears he never touched the stuff. According to Jake, this whole thing is a load of BS, and Tyson's accusations are nothing but cheating, contamination, and lies. Jake even said, "I've never taken steroids in my life, bro. This is insane. They're trying to ruin me, but I'm going to prove them all wrong." He added, "People just like attacking me and wanting to see me fail." Jake looked fired up as he talked about how this lawsuit is coming out of nowhere and how Mike Tyson, one of his idols, has completely turned on him. But here's where it gets a little sus. Fans have been whispering for months that Jake's overnight transformation has been raising eyebrows. He went from being a YouTuber turned boxer to knocking out legit fighters and packing on some serious muscle in record time. You have to admit, it does make you wonder. Apparently, Tyson isn't just wondering. The boxing legend claims he has actual proof that Jake has been juicing up and taking banned substances to gain an unfair advantage in the ring. Surprisingly, out of 11 fights, Jake has managed to snag 10 wins, with 7 of those being TKOs. On paper, it looks like Jake's on his way to becoming the next big thing in boxing, a powerhouse in the ring, crushing his opponents left and right. But hold up, let's scratch beneath the surface. People aren't just clapping for those wins, they're raising eyebrows, asking the real question, are these victories actually legit? 7 TKOs in a row, that's almost too good to be true. And it's got the boxing world wondering if Jake's wins are more about what's happening outside the ring than inside it. Then there's the whole drama with his recent fight against Mike Perry. As soon as the match ended, rumors started flying around about bribery and corruption. Did Jake really grease some palms to ensure those TKO victories kept piling up? Interestingly, Jake was a bit overweight at that time. Perry mentioned, 185? I'm near perfect here. Perfect platinum at 185. Jake responded, 230 pounds? Do I need to put some weight on and go fight somebody? I'll fight anybody, they won't come do it with me. So what do I got to do? I mean, a star is born. I'm in Hollywood right now, bro. Put me in the movies and nobody wants to smoke. It sounds like something out of a cheesy sports movie, but in the world of boxing, where money and fame are king, anything's possible. The mere existence of these rumors is enough to cast a big, ugly shadow over Jake's so-called winning streak. Winning fair and square is one thing, but when there's talk of shady deals and rigged fights, it's a whole different ballgame. Now let's talk about what a TKO actually means. A TKO, or technical knockout, is when the referee steps in and decides a fighter can't safely continue. Maybe the fighter isn't defending themselves or has taken too many hits. Tyson has made it no secret how much he despises those kinds of wins. In an interview on August 12, 2024, Tyson pretty much called it out for what it is, saying that TKO wins are a cop-out, a way to avoid the real test of a fighter's mettle. To Tyson, a TKO is like winning by default. It's the ref stepping in before things get really interesting, before the real fight has had a chance to play out. When it comes to Jake, with 7 out of his 10 wins being TKOs, Tyson isn't buying it. He sees it as a sign of weakness, not strength. A real victory in Tyson's book is when your opponent is laid out on the canvas with no questions asked. Anything less is just a shortcut. This brings us to Tyson's latest power move, pushing for only victories in his fight with Jake Paul on August 22, 2024. During a press conference at the MGM Grand in Vegas, Tyson laid down the law. This fight is going to be decided by knockout. No TKO nonsense allowed. This, my friends, is a game changer for Jake. A KO means you've got to hit hard enough to put your opponent down for good, no ifs, ands, or buts. By stripping away the safety net of a TKO, Tyson is forcing Jake to prove he's got what it takes to actually knock someone out, not just rely on the ref to bail him out. This is no longer just a fight, it's a challenge to see who really has the chops to stand tall in the ring. As Tyson said, the talk is all the money, the talk is all the attention, the talk is all the everything. We get a bad reputation, but we get everything else. Let's be real, this new rule has Jake sweating bullets. He was riding high, talking big like he was untouchable, but now reality has slapped him in the face. Word on the street is that his camp is in full-on panic mode. Think about it, Jake built his entire boxing career on those TKO wins, where the ref steps in just in time to save the day. But now, with the KO-only rule, Jake's facing a whole new level of pressure. This isn't about landing a lucky punch or two, it's about delivering a knockout blow, something that requires raw power, precision, and a whole lot of guts. But Tyson didn't stop there. Oh no, he also threw another wrench into Jake's plans with a second rule, random drug testing. On August 26, 2024, Tyson announced that Jake would be subjected to completely random drug tests 1 week before the fight. For Jake, this is nothing short of a nightmare. Dana White was the one grabbing Tyson's attention at this point, saying, "Believe that you're a cheater, and I believe that you use steroids, so I want to randomly steroid test you." Jake has been scrutinized for his physique and stamina for months, with people whispering that he might not be as natural as he claims. Now, with the threat of a random test looming, Jake has nowhere to hide. There's no way to cheat the system, no way to prep for a test that could come at any moment. The uncertainty alone is enough to shake him to his core. Here's how he responded. "Might be taken. I don't know." "Oh, who? No, I'm just messing with you. This looks like a hot pocket, bro. Everyone says he'd be doing types of peds, and I'll be in a cry." Tyson's concerns about Jake's physical condition aren't just for show. Lately, Jake's body has been looking a little less like the chiseled figure we're used to seeing, and more like he's been slacking off in the gym. He's been found more in parties, hanging on the arms of his guards. His stamina has been questioned, and fans are starting to notice that he's not quite the machine he once was. Be in good shape because your health depends on it. Hey, you're the one that wanted 8 2-minute rounds. You want Tyson. Tyson isn't just throwing shade, he's throwing down the gauntlet. He's basically telling Jake that if he doesn't get his act together, he's going to get flattened. There's another side to this coin. Jake Paul, once the golden boy with a promising future in boxing, is now looking a bit softer around the edges. His once impressive physique, yeah, it seems like better days, and people are starting to notice. This isn't just some tabloid gossip, it's plain as day. Back on April 10, 2024, during a training session in Miami, Jake was caught on camera looking noticeably heavier, like he'd been spending more time at the buffet than in the gym. Those chiseled muscles he used to flaunt are starting to look more like marshmallows, and that's not exactly the image of a top-tier athlete. I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off over that he's fat. I thought, did you start training already? Buster Douglas was fat, am I right? Jake's responses have been dismissive, but this isn't just about putting on a few pounds. It's a glaring sign that something's gone seriously wrong in his training regimen. Insiders from his camp have been whispering that Jake's been struggling to keep up with the brutal demands of training at the elite level, and that extra weight he's carrying isn't just cosmetic fluff, it's a red flag. We're talking about declining muscle tone, poor fitness, and maybe the most worrying of all, a serious lack of commitment. It's like Jake's lost the fire that got him into the ring in the first place, and now he's just coasting, hoping his reputation will carry him through. Of course, Mike Tyson has something to say about it. On August 18, 2024, during a recent press conference, Tyson practically tore into Jake with his trademark bluntness. "Very scareful," he remarked, emphasizing how Tyson didn't hold back. Tyson's punches aren't just powerful, they're precise, lethal, and backed by decades of experience. If Jake doesn't get serious, he's going to find himself flat on the canvas, wondering what hit him. Tyson wasn't just delivering warnings to Jake, he had a few choice words for anyone doubting his ability to fight at his age 58. Most people would be kicking back and enjoying retirement, but Tyson is still out here proving that age is just a number. During the same press conference on August 23rd, Tyson threw down the gauntlet to his critics with a line that left the room dead silent. "If you think I'm too old for this fight, you need to come tell me." It was a mic drop moment. You could practically hear the gulping from across the room. Tyson wasn't just making a statement, he was issuing a challenge. And let's be honest, who's got the guts to take it? No one in their right mind would dare question Tyson's capabilities to his face, especially when he's got that fire in his eyes. The upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is more than just a bout, it's a showdown that could redefine both their careers. With Tyson's allegations and demands for co-only victories and random drug testing, Jake is under immense pressure to prove his legitimacy. Whether Jake can rise to the challenge or crumble under the weight of these accusations remains to be seen. One thing is clear, the boxing world is watching closely, and the outcome of this clash will have lasting implications for both fighters and the sport itself. Tyson's focus on co-only victories and stringent drug testing reflects his dedication to preserving the integrity of boxing. He's ensuring that the fight against Jake Paul is a true test of skill, strength, and determination without any shortcuts or unfair advantages. For Jake, this means stepping up his game and proving that his success isn't built on deception, but on genuine talent and hard work. The pressure is mounting, and how Jake handles it will be crucial for his future in boxing. Jake's transformation from a YouTuber to a legitimate boxer has been impressive, but also raises questions about the rapid changes in his physique and performance. While his knockout power is undeniable, the consistency and legitimacy of his victories are under scrutiny. Tyson's accusations, whether true or not, add a layer of complexity to Jake's career, forcing him to address these allegations head-on. The public nature of this feud, with both fighters taking to media platforms to voice their grievances, amplifies the stakes. It's no longer just a legal battle, it's a personal war that captivates fans and the boxing community alike. The intense rivalry between Jake and Tyson highlights the personal and professional challenges that come with striving for greatness in a highly competitive sport. As the fight approaches, both fighters are preparing not just physically but mentally for what promises to be a historic event. Jake must confront the allegations and prove his innocence, while Tyson aims to solidify his legacy by defeating a younger, ambitious contender. This clash of generations and personalities underscores the evolving landscape of boxing, where new talents challenge established legends, and the quest for supremacy drives intense rivalries. In conclusion, the lawsuit filed by Mike Tyson against Jake Paul for alleged steroid use adds a dramatic twist to their upcoming fight. With Tyson's demand for co-only victories and random drug testing, the bout is set to be a true test of Jake's capabilities and integrity as a boxer. Whether Jake can overcome these challenges and defend his reputation or succumb to the pressure remains to be seen. Regardless of the outcome, this feud between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is set to become a defining moment in their careers and a pivotal event in the boxing world.